Let girls today see the opportunity that they can have in the military. There is no limit. Jump out of planes, command a tank, fly a helicopter, lead men physically into the first charge. It's possible. So why not teach them that?
I want the generation of tomorrow's leaders, women, to look at the stories and be inspired, to encourage all that anything is possible.
When I see other women also take their rightful place in history by claiming it here at the memorial, it means so much to me.
We have had it tough for so long as women, fighting in all branches of service, to be seen, to be known, to be heard. And this is our moment.
I know that this campaign to register 2.7 million women is what has to be done, because women for a long time, since the revolution, have been breaking down glass ceilings. And make sure you're wearing your shoes, there's glass everywhere.
I think it chokes me up because I spent 37 years being a soldier. Nothing about being a female. I wanted to prove I was every bit as good as, and we are. It means so much because my sister served, friends of mine served and died, and their stories are here.
Before I was a mother, I served in 3 combat tours to Iraq. In my very first tour, I was a young first lieutenant, and I was working with the Iraqi children near our forward operating base. And what I realized one day, this little girl came up to me and she tugged at my uniform and she said, "One day, I will be just like you." Like, how powerful and impactful is that?
When I graduated from high school, I was not able to go to any of the service academies because they were not open to women yet at that time. When I finally did come into the Navy, I was not allowed to serve on any ships or fly any aircraft or serve on any submarines because it was not allowed for women at that time. So the young women who are serving today, who are doing that and doing that routinely and don't think it's a big deal, it's a very big deal to somebody like me who was not allowed to do that.
I go back and I look at my auntie Dorothy that served in the Vietnam War, and she's not able to tell her story. I look at my mother that wanted to join the Air Force, and she couldn't. And I look at my daughter that's just beginning her story in the Air Force.
I take a great amount of pride in my military service. So to know that one day, even far after I've left this earth, that someone will be able to read that and say, I can be like Ashley. I can do that. If Ashley can do it, I can do it.
I'm hoping that both young women and young men read my story and understand the impact that women have had on the country and on history. And without our stories, her story is not told and history is incomplete.
I just want to say, for the little girls, for the daughters, for the nieces, for the granddaughters, for the friend's daughter, this is huge. This is our time to tell our story.